Well, good morning. Join me this morning, bright and early, back on the banks of the Relief Channel. It's going to be very, very warm weekend, so I thought get out dead early and see if we can get a few hours in before that sun gets up too high, because it is going to be forecast to be somewhere around the region, probably 30 degrees this weekend. So, like I say, I got out really early. I think my missus looked at me and wondered what was going on when I got up at 2 o'clock this morning. Got out of the house, got on the bank, and I actually had first cast at 4 o'clock because I heard the church strike 4. So I'm in an area a bit different to where I normally fish. Cut this peg out a couple of weeks ago and thought, you know what, it's a bit of a walk, but get out early, we'll give it a go. So as you can see, it is just getting light. I've just travelled light, got my rucksack as usual, sat in my chair, one rod. I didn't go at it gung-ho and balling it in this morning like I normally do, but favoured to put out 15 Preston bait up feeders. That's the 28 gram. As you can see, it's quite decent amount of bait. So like I say, I've put 15 of those out, clipped up, and like I always do, I'm going to be having some regular casts for the first hour, then I'll let it stand. I've had one line bite and I've seen a couple of fish top, so hopefully there might be one or two in the area. So we'll get this back. So that's been out there for about 5-6 minutes, something like that. Just regular cast for that first hour. So I travel light, one rod. I've got my CR10 13-foot distance rod. There you go, and I've actually fitted that with the 1.5 glass tip that comes with the rod. It's nice and soft, and it transforms the rod. I mean, it's a very strong, but it's also a very soft top section through to the middle rod. Absolutely brilliant for playing bream. I've got CS10 5000 reel. I've got 8-pound line with a shock leader as well. You can see there, I've got my normal helicopter rig, 40 gram feeder, and I've got 016 Colmic King down to a size 14 Matrix MXB3 hook, and I've got 5 dead mates. There we go. I've been catching most of my fish on dead maggot. I've had a couple of fish on the worm this season, but it's all been on dead maggot. So we'll just get this back out here. See, lovely swim. Stand off the front in wellies, beautiful. There we go, we're clipped up. That's it. Simple as simple does. Back on the old chair. So there you go. So we're out. We're fishing. Just tighten that up a bit. That's it. So what I've got is what I'm putting in the feeder every time I go out. It's dead maggot, and I've got. It's only about half a pint of caster left, just under half a pint of caster left from yesterday. So I'll just mix it all together. Ground bait today. See there, I've got it's sort of dark olivey green. That's Pro Natural Bream Dark, and that's the Bait Tech Max feeder. And I've got some just soaked about 3/4 of a pint of 2 mil carp coarse pellets, and I've put those in the mix as well. That's it, and that's as simple as that. Nothing complicated. Like I say, just put that bait in when I got here. Normally catapulted out, but I've put it in through that feeder today, just to keep it just that little bit tighter. And we'll see. Yeah, like I say, probably around about 10 o'clock we'll be on the way home. 11 o'clock at the latest, I'd have thought, with how warm it's going to be. So like I said earlier, we'll just have regular cast for this first hour. It's 5-6 minutes, just leave it out there. Bring it back, same again. 5 o'clock, then I'll be leaving it out there around about 10 minutes of time. I've said it before, you can't beat this time of the morning. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, the warblers are going in the old sedges and Norfolk reeds. I've actually saw a bat just go over the top as well, so he's probably going off to bed now. There's loads of small fry pimping on the top. Saw a barn owl go across a little bit earlier. I love it, absolutely love it. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully, like I say, we might be able to get 1 or 2 fish before it gets too warm. There's also a chance of 1 or 2 tench in this sort of area as well. I did lose one the other day a little bit further along. So we'll just see what transpires. And I will check in with you in a bit. Come on, the breams. Here we go. First one. Kiting a bit, see if we can get it to come back the other way. Come on, boy, babby. You don't want to go in them reeds, because you cut right back in the reeds. It's where a 13 or even a 14-foot rod, just to try and keep those fish out. Because if that line goes in there too deep, that'll cut it off like a knife. You can't bully these fish. Big fish. So nice soft action on, even though this real powerful rod. Lovely soft action. And as my mate David say, come on the noddies. There we go. Put them back on there. Oh, it's a nice fish to start with. Look at that to start. Beautiful fish. Oh, beautiful fish to start with. Where are you hooked? Come on. It's really funny because where I sort of sat yesterday with my mate Keith, we noticed that the fish that we were catching were a lot cleaner and they weren't nowhere near as slimy. But these up here are proper slimy slabs. There we go. What a lovely way to start the day. Happy days. Get her in net, see if we get one or two more. Oosh. Well, we've just had that one fish so far. Sun's starting to come up. The beauty is quite sat down quite low between these reeds, right down below them, and it's a nice bit of shade at the moment. I've had one liner since that last fish, no more indications. The breeze has stopped, it's practically flat calm. I have seen the odd one or two sort of little pimpy bubbles coming up, but other than that, no more activity. I did try the worm, had one little tiny nip at the end of the worm, never saw a bite, so that's probably just a perch, could even been a crayfish, because there's one or two of them sort of scattered around. But yeah, other than that, it's been very slow. I thought the way when it started is that started to get light. I had that one, thought might be able to get one or two more, but we haven't given up all hope just yet. Still a couple of hours to go before that sun gets up too high for me. So we'll keep plugging away, keep dropping it down that same hole every single time, and might even take the clip off and just go out about another sort of 10 metres, because sometimes that can bring an instant response as well. So just play it by ear a bit for the next sort of half an hour, then I will try that a little bit further just to see if that makes a difference straight away. It has done before in the past, but you got to try these things just to see if you can entice a bite or two. So we'll check in with you in a bit. Hopefully might have had a bit more of a result, we'll see. Well, there we go, tough few hours, fruits of the labour. Lovely bream. Came at about 5 o'clock this morning. It's about 8 o'clock now. Only had one more liner, so I'm going to get the gear all together now and put the net to dry. Fish probably for about another half an hour, sit back, enjoy a little bit of sunshine before it gets too warm, then head off back to the van. So I'm going to put this little baby back, and I'll catch you next time on the bank. Oosh!